Hi, welcome to our Cup Holders Cup match versus Peppermint Hippo. So we got plenty of players on yellow cards. We're just gonna get a match underway, I guess. Full strength team. I think we're throwing a fair bit at them, but they're defending it all, so I think we're just going to stay at it for now. You can see that in the possession. We've had a lot more possession here, even though the shots are the same. We've grabbed the lead, but I think because we are having so much possession, and they're not really creating much. We're creating more than them. They're just defending it well, largely. So I think we stick with it. I mean, they're not online, so I think we, as things stand, it's more likely that we're going to get a second goal than they're going to get a first here, I think. And there's quite a long way left in this match, so we really just would prefer to be outplaying them for all of that time. The thing to bear in mind is that we've got to play with a yellow card, and getting a red card could really turn the tide of this match. I think we just need to keep that in mind. There's quite a lot of chances trading here, but you know what, I'm going to pause because I'm really uncertain. Let's look at the bigger picture here. We've got a player in yellow. Getting him sent off right now could and indeed could probably cost us the match. Got to bear that in mind. Balanced possession last 10 minutes. We've had one more shot than them. They've defended quite well, but we've defended pretty well ourselves here, so I think we're slightly on top of things, but it's pretty balanced overall. And I think we could maybe we shouldn't be content with that. Maybe we should aspire to try to control the match a bit better than what we are right now, so let's change. It's a long time left in this match, and we're not building up any sort of big conditional advantage over time here either. Since we've changed, we've done nothing, so I'm going to change it back straight away. I'm not going to persist here. we took the chance, didn't work out, and we weren't punished either. I don't think we need to persist with taking that chance any longer. And straight away we create another chance ourselves. So I think we can use our minute at half time effectively here. So we are kind of in control. I mean, it's definitely possible they could score, but we're in control and we know they're not going to change anything. And we know that we cannot change anything. So we know basically that we can remain in control for the second half. We've got a slight conditional advantage that it's only slight, it'll get a bit better, but really it's just the subs here that makes the difference. So really, what can we do that's going to help us? I think the best thing really is we should sub off Tarantini, because if he gets sent off, or if we get anybody sent off, I think that is really the most obvious way that we're going to lose this match. So I think we sub him off, we de-risk that, change our formation slightly, but we de-risk it. Let's not run that risk. We've got the lead. We're creating more than them, we're kind of in control, not fully in control, but we got the upper hand in how the match is playing out, plus we got the lead. And so what really is ours to lose, and let's just not lose it, basically. We've got a second goal, which obviously really consolidates our position here. And yeah, now it very, very much is true that it is our match to lose, so let's just make sure that we don't lose it. Let's properly de-risk where we can. And the win is consolidated even more. I'm going to quickly throw the pause on, and I'm going to check our fixtures out at this point. See what we got up and coming. League, okay. And that's like the quarter-final of the 90-minute FIFA Cup in 3 matches' time, so we do care about getting a player injured. But we care more about just making sure we win this match. I think that's very close to being won now. There's a whole bunch of players we're happy to get suspended. Should probably know who they are. They pulled the ball back. I think that potentially delays our decision here a bit. Let's check. I can't quite remember who all these players are that are yellow card away. So it's Perez, Hazard, James, McAllister, Tinkler, Nakata. So we don't want to sub all those guys off because we're kind of happy for them to get suspended. I think that's reaffirmed our position as match winners here. Let's get off Jajic because he's not a yellow card away from suspension, plus he's one of our sort of better players, so we can do that sub. And I think that's definitely it as far as our match here is concerned. So let's get off Arellano as well, I guess. So these last two subs, just to be clear, they were just to protect two of our better players from getting injured. That's all that was. It was nothing about this match. We won this match. I think we can increase the tempo. It should hopefully make sure a bit more happens and there's a bit more chance that one of our players will get a yellow card with any luck. I think we can. It's a bit at loggerheads with this, but we're just going to tone the tallying down now because there's no point to run the risk of getting an injury. It's just so weird. It's hard to. Those two objectives are just at loggerheads with each other, basically trying to not get players injured, but also trying to get your players get cards. They don't work together. Like chalk and cheese, not cheese and crackers. So pretty comfortable, really. I think really comfortable, obviously. No injuries as well. Easy win. Managed that pretty well, I think. In the de-risking the half-time sub, probably the big debate to be had, I think, in regards to our decision making this match, because it was really easy in the end. But I think it would have just been a very different story if Tarantini had been sent off early in the match. And I think there is a debate to be had that, we were sort of a bit proactive in regards to subbing him off at half time. But he also did get that card in the 4th minute, and there was a lot of minutes between the 4th minute and half time, and he could have been sent off at any point during then. And if he had been sent off, we could well have lost this match easily. And when you look at it, it's like we won 7-1, we won super easily, and we run this massive risk that we'd lose the match. Basically, I think there's an argument to be had here that each minute after the 4th minute, he should have been subbed off before we actually did. So it looks like it's just one of those matches you say, we've made a mistake, that's obvious. He should have been subbed off earlier, I think, because we've won easily. Why would you run the risk that you could just lose a match? Just why do it? And we didn't. We could have subbed him off. We could have toned the tackling down from aggressive, which we didn't either. We didn't do anything to de-risk this at all. We were running a huge risk that he could get sent off and ultimately lose this match, a match that we otherwise very, very comfortably win. Mistake. It's a mistake to run the risk. And I think from the point that I think realistically, 4th minute is very early, but I think realistically from the point where this goal was scored, definitely you're saying we can afford to de-risk now because we're in control and we're winning. We can afford to use up one of our substitution resources here to de-risk the possibility of this red card and to keep our tactic that's doing okay intact and to keep the aggressive tackling. And the correct de-risking measure would have been to probably have done the sub straight after this goal, and instead we waited till half time. And the reason why it might not have been, arguably could have also been the correct decision right after this card, but the difference being straight after the card is that it's only the 5th minute of the match, and in order to win, we still got to score a goal yet, and you can't, you're de-risking against goals that you haven't even scored yet. Maybe that was the correct decision, but it was definitely the correct decision straight after this goal. So between that 1 minute of injury time and this goal being in the 14th minute, that's 31 minutes. We're 31 minutes late on that substitution. That's very late, by the way. And he could have been sent off at any point, and if he did, there's every chance we could have lost this match. So big mistake, lucky to get away with it. And instead we just win really comfortably and it all looks really rosy and we look like we're awesome and whatever, but actually we could have lost this match, and if we did, it would have all been our own fault and nothing to do with luck or anything, just only ourselves to have blamed if we had lost this. So I think lesson there, lesson that we've talked about learning from in the past, which is after each key event happens, just quickly pause it, just for 5 seconds, just to quickly think. And we've talked about doing that in the past when we've made mistakes, and we still didn't do it. We didn't do it this match. If we had have, we might have picked up on the mistake, we might not have made it. Lucky we got away with it. And we're in the final. I don't know if we know who we're playing yet. Let's have a look. Is the other one played yet? No, we don't know, but it's either going to be a really good team or another really good team. Luckily, we had the away draw in the match that we just played, but luckily for the final, we've got the home draw. So, yeah, I think you got to be in it to win it, and we're in it. Got a chance to win it, so let's see what happens. Cheers, thanks for watching. Catch you for the next match.